Evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Pardon any sync issues. And everything pretty on my side. Okay, yeah, this is like the third time in a row. It remembers where I have the chat room. I just have to make the Streamlabs just that tiny little slightest fraction of a centimeter smaller, but it's cool. It's finally starting to remember after almost 60 live shows. So what's up to I Bitch Slap Satan says hey, they'll be home around 8, so about an hour from now. Cool. Don't rush. And what's up, Patrick? Happy I guess it's 2025 for you, so happy new year. How is it over there? Does it look better than 2024? He was saying, patiently waiting to wish you all a happy new year. Approaching midnight here in England. Goes on to say, oh, it's a pleasure to be here with this lovely family. Happy New Year to all of you Americans. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, good to see you too, Patrick. Yeah, it's even though it's technically not a it's I'm over 2.5 months into my new year, but it's nice to see people getting excited for the new year, even if it does happen in December, which that does strike me as a bit odd, but I understand that's when I know when most people I know when everybody else holidays are. It's just weird for me. What's up, Pip? I'm gonna start. If I start stuttering now, it's gonna be a long day. But what's up, Pickled Gamer? Happy early New Year to you. Exactly. Yeah, smash that like button. You know you're gonna have a good time. At least I think one or two people hit the like before I even showed up. So thank you for that. I do notice that about a couple few hours before I go live, I'll tap on the stream just to make sure everything looks the way I wanted it to. As far as like spacing and paragraphs goes, and stuff that you can't see on your side technically, and there'll always be like at least one or two likes. So like, thank you for that. Oh, Michael, glad you made it. Asking anyone else experiencing the fog. Oh, I only glanced outside a couple of times. It's been raining all day here. Like it started maybe sometime last night, and just this subtle, constant, on and off, just dripping outside. I haven't. Hmm. I mean, like I didn't go out at all today. I went out yesterday. I just assume from past experience, if you do have to go outside on, December 31st, do it earlier in the day. Everybody's still sleeping or at work or just else. They're not crowding up the roads and driving psycho just yet. So if you have to go out, if it can't be avoided, do it early, please, for your own safety. Oh yeah, Pickle Gamer pre-likes are great. Just like, quite frankly, you guys know the drill. You show up, you click on the stream, you do the pop out chat, you make that big, and you smash the like button, take your pants off. That's how I do it anyway. It's been a pretty good day. Oh, nice, Patrick. Lots of fireworks going off now. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of fireworks, way earlier this morning, Frank tweeted, and I sort of had a feel, he's not. Frank's off until Thursday officially. Oh, John Rogers, glad you made it. Oh, so Frank did tweet, yeah, that's yeah, this morning. It's like sinus infection and a fever for New Year's Eve. So he is not feeling well. So keep Frank in your thoughts. He's gonna have to just sit in like his back, like wherever like the faces the yard, the backyard. He's just gonna have to sit at the window, nose running. Oh, Papa Groovy, glad you made it. Wiping his nose, feeling like shit. And then, like firing fireworks out the back window, like, fuck you, it's New Year's Eve, I got a cold, cough, cough, boom! Roman candles, shut up, Happy New Year. So that's gonna be Frank, unfortunately. You might have to go to bed early. He should go to bed early. The best thing you can do is get some sleep, get some fluids, eat something. So worst case scenario, like I didn't know if he was planning on like going live at midnight or doing anything like you did for Christmas Eve. But like very worst case scenario, if Frank like still is not feeling better by Thursday the 2nd, I mean, of course I'll go live. I'll put on a show, but like I hope he's better by then, just because I don't want to have to think about the man sitting there sick when he wants to spend time with his family, when he's specifically off for a holiday to spend time with them, just to be sick. That blows so hard. So I hope it's just like a 24-hour, at the most maybe 36-hour thing, and he's just gets it out of his system so he can enjoy his time off. So that's Frank. You can I felt like I commented on the tweet. It feels so odd when somebody's sick to like smash the heart or the thumbs up or something. What like you're happy that they're sick? Like, no, I want you to get better. Can I like pre-like the tweet where you say you're better? I just get well soon, man. Ugh. I wouldn't be able to tell if it's foggy out anyway because it's pitch black outside. And I have been in fog. I was in fog like last year sometime when I had to go out. It felt like just anytime it gets super, and I saw it like descending too. I thought it was rain, but it fell so slow. I didn't quite know what it was, and then it came upon me. I'm like, oh, it's fog. I'm in Collinsport, Maine. Okay, cool, cool, awesome. So that's where I was for like a whole day. And John Volts, glad you made it. Says, I just found Brandon Biggs's YouTube channel, Last Days. Holy shit. Uh, like his last days or like last days for the planet? Because we're not that lucky. I'm not lucky enough to be killed, so none of this like nuclear bomb stuff, none of this asteroid hitting the planet stuff, no Cthulhu, whatever comes out of space, and maybe I'm just thinking about a video game, but none of that. Oh, Jenna, Happy New Year to you. Patrick saying it's well 6 minutes after midnight there, and fireworks have nearly died off. Yeah, after about 3 minutes, they're like, if I gotta flip one more lighter, I'm not doing it. That's what kind of blows my mind about the last I don't know so many years where it would be like the middle of June and you would hear fireworks popping off just randomly even in the middle of the day. And then as it got closer to the 4th of July, at night you would hear noise. The 4th of July, of course, was noisy. Other businesses, setting off big proper fireworks. Maybe on the 5th, on the 6th, then you wouldn't hear it anymore. Now, as it's getting closer to the 4th of July, like you might not even hear anything on the 3rd of July. And, a little bit of noise at night, 4th of July, businesses setting off fireworks, maybe a few locals, but it's honestly confined to about 3 days. And I don't know if it's just, like money being tighter the last 4 years, or if those people moved away, maybe they spend their money on drugs, because I live on that kind of town or that side of town. I like the quiet, and I'm sure people with like animals and children appreciate the silence too. So I honestly, if I remember right, I was doing a 4th of July show here or around there, and I was hearing fireworks popping off. So I remember that. That was last year for me. John Volts, he has over 400,000 subscribers. More power to him. Oh, Jenna's saying raining and thunderstorms in northeastern Pennsylvania now. Strange. That is like, it was odd to me that it was 14 Celsius 2 days ago. For January, that's a bit warm. It's like, I'm sure if you work outside, that's fine for, them. But, and I kind of am glad we're getting rain instead of snow because I do have to go out in this stuff eventually. And I hate when Because when I get up and go to the store, it's like at sunrise. I want to get in there, get out before there's a lot. I don't want to have to wait in line. I don't want to have to deal with traffic. I don't want to have to wait in line anywhere, not at a stoplight, not anywhere. But like get up, get dressed, and head outside. Go to head outside, and everything is just a sheet of ice, and I have to kind of cross the parking lot to get to my car. So it's fun to like get up, get dressed, have everything, all the extra coats and everything. Take one step, realize it's ice all the way, just to go back inside and take all that stuff off and lay back down. So I'm glad that doesn't, not getting that right now. Oh, John Volt's Last Days of the World. They are working on a new plague. Yeah, the plague of retardation. Yeah, they just want everybody to be scared. John Volt's, I had to turn it off to come over here. Too dark for me right now. Yeah, that's just to scare people. Oh, Jenna, nice. I heard someone shoot their shotgun about 6 times. LOL. Yeah, that's the American spirit. Patrick, my post office is crap and waiting for delivery since Saturday. Damn, they're just taking the whole week off. Everybody just called in their sick days for the last day of the year or the last week of the year. John Rogers, 38 here in Ohio. That sounds about right. I checked, it was like 4 above freezing, so 4 Celsius. Jen, I picked up my groceries this morning at 8 a.m. I always do curbside, LOL. When my back was really bad, I did the curbside, where they bring it out to your car at Walmart thing until they fucked up my order a few too many times. And you deal with Capital One because they do not speak English. I don't know what part of the world I was talking to. Never want to talk to them again. Yeah, and like now since my back is better, all I see in the morning is it's like half of the people shopping are the Walmart employees, like shopping for other customers. And like you don't even have to tell me. I know that they were not hired special to do that. I'm sure they've got other responsibilities on top of doing that. And it's not, it would be different if I was like a single person with like a broken leg and I didn't have a choice. I can get my own stuff now, so I would feel like a dick. However, I will use that service if it comes to this because again, they don't have enough employees to stock shelves. But you go to the website, it will say they have things in stock. I know that stuff is just in stock because it's sitting in the back. They can't put it on the shelf. So worst case scenario, if I've had like $35 worth of stuff that they just never put up for sale, I would just order that much stuff to make an order, have them bring it out to my car, and check it before you leave, and do it like that just to get the stuff if it was that serious. Forgive me for being a little bit hyper. I'm in a good mood today. I realized I didn't drink any Monster, didn't have any extra caffeine. I'm just in a. I didn't realize. I'm like, why do I want to sing this song? Why am I so happy about? Oh, I'm in a good mood. Oh, this is what it feels like. I forgot. John Volts, the wind the other night here wasn't. The wind the other night was insane. Had to be a hurricane if it was earlier in the year. It was windy and rainy as hell. I forget what night, if it was last night or the night before, but oh, it was serious out there. I'm glad I didn't have to drive in it. John Volts is saying, or Michael's saying to John Volts, "Fear not, Christ has redeemed those who believe Him and do His will." Start there. There you go. And Michael is saying, "Is anyone familiar with Elder Ephraim? Ephraim. Ephraim, Elder F. It sounds biblical. I don't. My knowledge about the Bible only goes so far." Patrick, 11 degrees Celsius here. Not bad for January 1st. That's really not bad. John Volts, I'm on a 2-day drinking spree. I don't usually do this, but New Year's Eve. Gonna go to bed after the stream. Yep, it would be a nice to, it is a night to drink since it's, drink at home. Don't go out and drink because everybody else is doing that. Oh, Archie's Ghost. Glad you made it. Saying, wishing you a fine evening there, Nikki. Yeah, glad you made it over, and happy New Year's Eve to you. Hope it's been a good day. And John Volts is saying to Michael, go check him out. I believe God does show people behind the veil sometimes. He's been frighteningly accurate and specific with his visions. Yeah, so Frank's feeling a bit under the weather, and then I went over to Facebook really quick, and I saw that Lil Wrong Way, she's currently fighting it's like super rare, super aggressive cancer. Since I mean we found out about it at the end of April, and like her hair is gone. She did the whole chemo thing, that's over with, but she had to have a mastectomy. So and that's like she came through with that flying colors. So I don't know what size she was before, but I'm like, hey, put a squeak toy in one. Just fake people out. Like, one day be like a double D, one day be an A cup. Like if you have like no hair, just like wear different wigs every day. Same thing, but with your tits. Like totally fake people out. Have fun with it. Oh, B champ, glad you made it over. And happy New Year's Eve to you if you celebrate. I'm pretty sure aside from like maybe myself and the Chinese, New Year's Day is pretty much the same for everybody. Just the year might vary. Yeah, Jenna. Yeah, it's really it's if Lil Wrongway did not have such a positive attitude and like good family and friends around her, then I would be worried. But I'm seriously not worried about her at all. Like it is gonna suck. It is hard. It's terrible dealing with hospitals and surgeries and the whole nine. But like her herself, like she has like the heart to get through it. So like she'll be fine. It's just gonna take a while to go through the whole mess. Pickled gamer. Oh, I'll be celebrating. Nice. Now this would be a night too, because I see like some people are going to be say like streaming until like midnight or all night long. Or I would imagine this would be a good time for gamers to just be up until like midnight or 1 a.m. just gaming. Patrick, our prime minister, is about to lose his job. Only been in there for 4 or 5 months. Wow, he must suck. Like, dude, it hasn't even been 6 months. Why did we hire you? You have like a brother or a sister who could do this better? Jenna, my eyes burned a bit today with a sore throat. Fine now. Oh, just a little, little, just a little, well, like instead of being 99%, you're just, or 100%, you're just 99% for a little while, then you bounce back up. It's okay. Oh, Moby, glad you made it. Pickled Gamer, yeah, we are going to be home streaming. Nice, nice. Jenna, I'm rarely awake at midnight. Yeah, I would have to, like, consciously make myself stay up that late. And while it would be easier to do it, like say after Quite Frankly, it's harder after a show just because with the light on my eyes, it just makes my eyes more tired. And when your eyes get tired, your brain thinks your body's tired, and then just it all falls crumbles apart. But at the same time, you get like that high from being live. So I can't just go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'll still be up till maybe 11, but there's nothing going on at midnight. Well, it depends. I do have this in the description if you do want to watch like The Edge. That's gonna be on Tubi until midnight. So I'm not sure which midnight, like midnight Eastern time. Like I don't know if it would be still available for Patrick because it's past midnight his time. I don't know if they're based in California. I assume it's the Eastern time zone because in America that's the only time zone that matters. Oh, Moby R2 or RD R2 again. That was a hell of a game. Do you role play in there, like walk up to people and ask a question and run away, or do you like actually play the game? Red Dead Redemption 2, I've only ever seen clips of, but that is something I would get. Any type of like shooting game, sure. I would play Grand Theft Auto first, GTA 5 first, but uh shooting games are fun. Old Westy type stuff is it kind of makes me a little bit sad the way, like, because I like old West type stuff. Like, I've been over how awesome Deadwood is. I love the third Back to the Future. But then, if you like are into movies, you notice like, Westerns were a thing for a while and then they were just not. And say jump ahead to what was it, 2001, whenever Firefly was out, and they're like, yeah, the show didn't do well for whatever the hell their reasons were. But one of them was that Westerns were not that big anymore. And it's like, hey, okay, you got me there. Should not have been canceled. Oh, that's the other one, Call of Duty. Hell yeah! Pickle Gamer said we gotta get Nikki on Call of Duty with us, dude. Hell yeah! I guess that shark head is that's some DLC, but yeah, I can get in there. I like the Beauty and the Beast because if you don't know what Call of Duty is, it's a game when you shoot people, but it also has like these other quests you can go on where you have like two teams of various amounts of people. And one team is like looking for bad guys. The other team, when it's you're just objects that you have to hide as. So, like, say you're just a bench or a tree or a vase or a clock or a table or sandbags. So you just have to find a way to blend in with the surroundings for like something like 5 minutes. And if you get shot, that's it. But if enough of you guys hide and you make it till the end, your team wins, and you do that for so many rounds. That's the Beauty and the Beast playthrough because it's just like I'm thinking to be our guest, and Jerry Orbach's there, and all the stuff is moving around, and like bells they're clapping and the chandelier comes down, but you're shooting people, so it's fun. And then the way the characters are dressed, I swear, like some people are dressed like bright and flashy. Frank's character looked like he was dressed like a hobo. Mike Volts, I saw that Meta is going to lean into dead internet, creating AI accounts to engage with people, in quotes. Uh, NPCs talking to NPCs. Michael, this fog isn't just in the US, Brits and Euros reporting it as well. Hmm. I don't know. There wasn't a quite frankly on today. I wouldn't know it. Nobody talked about it on Tumblr. That's the only way I can see current events. Pickled Gamer said, "Yeah, it's so hard to stream after working and staring at the computer for 8 hours." Yeah, because it's one thing. Because I was thinking about making the light lighter maybe tomorrow. But it's I think it's the fact that I have to read, and like in the moment it's fine, but then after the fact, if I want to go look through my phone and scroll through Tumblr, my eyes are just like, girl, no, pot time, not phone time. Jenna, I don't like New Year's Eve. I was in my gown and ready to head out to a party when I got the call that my mother passed unexpectedly. Oh, R.I.P. to her. That sucks. Damn. I hate it when that kind of. It's gonna be a great night, worst night ever. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. John Faltz, can you imagine having conversations with a computer program? Where are we headed as a species? That's why I don't like whenever I see something like, hey, this is provoking a response from me when I'm on Facebook. I just don't respond. I don't know if that's a human, and I don't have the time to click on their name and scroll through their profile to make sure they're human beings, so I just never mind it. It's just more noise to ignore. That's all that is. Oh, Papa Groovy, take it easy. Yeah, he's got he has a play tonight. Ah, awesome. Yeah, that sucks. See, that's why I don't even like sometimes I'm nervous about even saying happy birthday to some people because, like what if that's oh my brother got in a car accident that day and then he, like now he's a vegetable for the rest of his life. Like I'm sorry, I didn't know. We didn't have to tell me because you can't like people can't just keep stuff to themselves. So if something bad happened on that day, they're gonna tell you about it. So it's like it makes you not even want to say like happy birthday to people because you don't even know like something might have happened that day. Happy Easter. Yeah, well, I lost my job on Easter. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Could have just said thank you without getting personal, but geez. Pickle game or hobo. Because it'll be like everybody, like when Frank plays, it's like somebody with the shark's head and like Sarah Connor, but with like massive tits. Or like like big guys and like like they got like the bullets across the chest like they all look like military type folks and then there's Frank's guy who looks like he's wearing in like cargo pants that he found like a slicker he's been sleeping in for a month like the guy just looks raggedy and that's kind of part of the camouflage because if you're like raggedy looking you don't look like somebody's going to shoot you so you think you can hide better. No, this guy gets shot like people are like waiting for Frank to log on. It's fun to watch though. I did sometimes he's like the best play of the games and he hides well and other times he's like hiding behind a car and this other guy's trying to find him and you just it's like a cartoon. It's so much fun. Beat Chap, I completed the original first ever Grand Theft Auto computer game without using cheat codes, though gotta admit it was extremely hard. Damn. I've never like the first Grand Theft Auto I played was I think Vice City came out first and then San Andreas. One of those two. Those were the ones that I played. So 20 years ago, LPS2. Beach Happy. Also, there's heaps of bots on YouTube. Yeah, all these friggin' I hate to share a song that's written by like say Judy Garland songs. You click on say like the avatar for the page and it'll say like Judy Garland hyphen topic and then you go to the description. This is a computer generated page for this artist and it's not a pure person's account. It's just like an account that YouTube made to share that music. Again, I'd rather give the view to like a human with their own account, give them the likes and the views. So I would rather find the exact same version that a human uploaded. And that's the one I put in my playlist. That's the ones that I will share. Oh, very, very rarely. If the only way I can get a version is through one of those topic things, then okay. But you have to look out for that, especially. I've got one in my channels homepage. I believe it's the James Horner community. It's very easy to find music of his that's generated by AI YouTube accounts. I'd rather give those views to a real person, so I use that page. And they have a lot of James Horner, and it's very organized. Michael, actually read the Gospels. Don't just argue on the internet. Yeah, don't be arguing with internet strangers. You're not going to get to your deathbed and think, oh, I wish I would have gotten into more fights with strangers online. Yeah, remember to hit the like button, everybody. Beach Chap, damn, there were 4 dudes trying to pick a fight with you yesterday afternoon. Those dicks. Yeah, Moby, that's true. It's not your job to protect everyone else's feelings. Just saying, yeah. That's what way before I met you guys on Facebook, I remember I was saying something in a chat room, and it was well not a chat room. I'm sorry that this was a page that was dedicated to Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, so it was nothing but chicks in there. You can imagine. And I said something. I wasn't picking a fight with anybody. I was basically the way I am now. And some chick had to send me a wall of text, this and that, and all of her mental disorders and bipolar, whatever the hell. And I waited a couple minutes because when people are like replying steadily, like a chat room, the timing matters. So I gave it time to like sit there and simmer, and then I said, "You didn't have to tell me all that." And if she had something else to say, I didn't read it because I don't care. Always turn off if you respond to a post on Facebook, turn off notifications for any other responses because it's trying to get people to fight with each other. That's what that's about. Turn that off. Watch other people fight and laugh at it. Don't comment because then you're in it. Like watch other people fight. It's hilarious, and then do something else with your day. You're rooting for one guy. Like, yeah, get him. What's he gonna say next? Wait for yeah. John Volt saying, I watched the entire Sam Hyde response to Elon Musk on Twitter when I got home from work. Hilarious and base. Was it you mentioning Sam Hyde at the last, quite frankly? We were there at the start of the show. Like the show hadn't started yet, and Frank was in the chat room. And somebody was talking about Sam Hyde, and Frank's like, "Oh, you just found out who that is?" And who is? I don't know who Sam Hyde is. That's why I'm just didn't have anything to say. I was just reading. Is that like a um I don't know what to say, like one of those people that comments on the news and has an opinion that's based about it. I honestly don't know. Yeah, this is wild. They are, well, YouTube search, it doesn't show you whatever you need. So I happen to just scroll and find it's a remix of Disease mixed with The Cure, both Lady Gaga songs. It was her last good song in 2017 and her first good song since then, mixed together. It's very pretty. I like it. I just found it maybe an hour before I went live, and I had to keep playing it. And I usually don't play music before I'm gonna go live because if I sing, that'll just wreck my voice. So I usually don't. But if I want to listen to music, that's a good thing. It must mean I'm in a good mood. It's so cute. I love it. I can't wait to play it in the car. And that had me thinking about that LG7, the next album Lady Gaga's coming out with, because again, she's got the first single from it that is skippable as fuck, and the second single from it that is fuckable. AF. So that this like if there weren't snippets of the songs that are going to be on the album that didn't make it sound like dance songs, you wouldn't have no idea what this album was going to be about cuz here's one song you never want to hear again, here's one song you never want to stop listening to. So that is the most bipolar single drops I've ever come across in my entire life. And I was thinking it's kind of embarrassing to be a Lady Gaga fan because I'm sitting here in front of you talking about it when all of her best work came out before we even met. And yes, there are good songs on Chromatica after you spend a month and a half finding remixes of them. So while that kind of it doesn't really if I can't get the factory CD sounding great, that it just doesn't count. Like yes, Fun Tonight is good. Um, like Plastic Doll, 911. Babylon could have been a single, but they really don't stand on their own. So, but here it is. There's another remix that for that song. I thought I was done finding remixes for that song, but there's another one. So like a New Year's Eve present to me. Oh, John Volt. Sam Hyde is a comedian. Had a show called $1 Million Extreme. Oh, yikes, Jenna's saying, back. The thunderstorms, lightning are strong. Rain is pounding. You must be getting the rain that we got earlier today, unless it's covering a huge patch area. John Volt's cold rain here in Ohio today. Sucks outside. Like, I swear I hear the rain dripping. Oh, beach. Yep, there's heaps of heat and humidity. Oh, where he is. The weather forecast said there might be an electrical thunderstorm activities this afternoon or evening, as long as the internet stays on. Like, keep the power on so the fridge can stay on, so the freezer can stay on. Oh, Jenna, yeah, saying I know John Ward from Quite Frankly, he's cool. Yeah, everybody mentions him every once in a while. Like, hey, Frank, have you heard from John Ward lately? That's where I know that name from, since we have so many Johns. Yeah, since I haven't said it in a while, if you are a Frankly and you are going to be away from the chat room for an extended period of time, meaning you will be away because you are gravely ill, please get in touch with Nikki M. Carlin. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on almost every social media platform with the exact same name. I know it's weird as hell to get in touch with strangers. I know people don't want to talk to anybody when their family's sick, but we're going to worry if you're away too long. So just reach out with the DM, like, hey, this is so and so. Like give me like your handle. If I don't know you by a first name, like give me the handle so I know who it is. Like I don't know who Phil is, but if Phil has a handle that I know, please use that. Hey, this is so and so's relative. This person's going to be out. They've got to have brain surgery. We expect them to make a full recovery, but like just let me know what's going on because I'm going to worry. Frankly's are going to worry. People will notice, and then they start asking questions. And I don't want people to be sitting there worried for 2 hours every night at Quite Frankly, thinking they can't ask anybody about another person who hasn't shown up. So, like, just tell somebody you trust. You can show them this channel so they know I'm like a real regular person. I'm not just like a weirdo. Um, but like, please do tell somebody. Let us know because otherwise, how are we gonna find out? It's terrible to be sitting here having not heard from certain Franklies and not having any kind of way to reach out to them. I don't know if they're sick. I don't know if they're working. I don't know if they just don't have a phone. I just don't know. So, like, to avoid that uncertainty, please reach out. Let me know what's going on. It doesn't have to start a relationship. It can just be one message and then you can go. But tell somebody because we worry. We're family. Oh, Jenna, his unique voice. Talking about John Ward. John Volt saying, I wish Frank would play John Ward's Total Win. It's awesome. The bass line is solid. Yeah, like you were saying, it could be a copyright thing, so he just can't play it. Oh, Jenna's talking about I watched this movie yesterday and found it interesting. The YouTube channel is Secret Origins. The video is the navigator who crossed the ice walls in Antarctica reveals what lies beyond. Ah, that sounds like something that might have come up in my recommended not too long ago. Oh, John Volt. No copyright worries with John Ward. Cool. Speaking of YouTube, I was going off the other day about like I want YouTube to instead of like recapping like what music I listen to the most or whatever a gaming recap on YouTube would be. I was like, well, tell me how many hours I've watched certain channels. I would be interested to know that. Would love to know that information. So I never do this. I was just, like you're on the homepage of YouTube, and just rather than deal with the recommended there, I was like scrolling down just to see what was there. I usually don't because it doesn't recommend anything I'd want to play. But after I went down so far, it says top channels you watch. And at first I thought they were full of shit, but then the very first channel was Gray Still Plays. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they do know something. Let me, like, look across the screen and see if they know what they're talking about. And they really do. It was like the very top one is Gray Still Plays. My second one is another channel. It's this English guy who plays RimWorld, but it's his older videos from 3 and 4 years ago. If you watch him now, the videos are almost unwatchable because it's just him talking about what he's doing and then cutting to the next thing where he talks about what he's doing. I want to see gameplay because I don't have RimWorld. He did that more in his old videos. I've been watching that a lot lately. Okay, he's number two. Number three is just this random guy. And at first I'm like, who is this dude with like he had like 28 subscribers. I'm like, who is this guy? Oh, that's why I know that name. Because since 16, 17, 18, 19, since about January of 2019, I will play the same like little video before I go into, quite frankly, before I start my own show. So like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that 10 or 15 seconds of that video before, either one of those shows. So okay, that's my third most watched channel. So I gave him a subscribe. I don't know this guy. I've never met him, but he just happened to go to a concert 10 years ago and film it. And I watched that clip before it's almost like a little ritual. But before I go to, quite frankly, before I do one of these, I always play that. Fourth most watched channel is a guy called, quite frankly. So Frank's number 4, and then my channel is Nikki M. Carlin is the 5th most viewed channel that I view. And it shows you more than that. I just took over like a picture of my screen real quick, but like it shows I don't know, maybe like 10 or 12 other channels. So like it's cute to know. But literally from there, it's like either like Summoning Salt or Hats Off Entertainment or well, I got Vanderly in there, but I like his music. He's just he's like the guy who made the remix, which is the song I listened to the most in 2024. So I had to subscribe to his channel. So he's in there too. But literally everybody else is like to look at the profile pictures, it just looks like gay guys. So it must just be music that I listen to. Like maybe there's just certain songs I've listened to a lot and it's their channels. But like, like guys with their shirts pulled up showing their abs. And I'm like, this is like the most homosexual group of avatars. It's probably just music, I'm sure. I thought that was funny that they do that. Oh, John Bolts is saying Frank was going to work with John Ward last I knew. Uh, oh, I don't know. Maybe. Michael's saying, Nikki, my beautiful darling, thank you for bringing chat together. Otherwise, steam may be coming from my ears. Blessed New Year. Yeah, I'm always here. John Bolts, exactly. Yeah, I'm glad you do these fill-in videos when Frank is off. I had nowhere to go tonight. Yeah, that's exactly when I started doing these. I had to share the Chris Farley because I got no place else to go. That's what it is. What else would we be doing whenever Frank would be off and it was 7 p.m.? It happened to be on Sunday. I happened to just like I was purposely looking at the TV, watching whatever, and like trying to not look at the time, not look at my phone, not look at the clock. Just happened to turn my head 7:02. So it just I've got that 7 p.m. frankly internal clock even on the weekend. So this is to help you guys develop that 7 p.m. Eastern time muscle. Even if it's at midnight for you, you'll still know it's 7 p.m. Eastern time and you have to be on YouTube. I mean, I'm always on YouTube, so that's just a given, but I can't remember what I used to do when Frank was not on. I mean, it'd probably just be sitting there, watching, Grace Still Plays or whatever on YouTube. So he didn't upload today. He didn't upload. Wait, that's what's wrong. And I look back at my calendar because I've been keeping track of when Gray uploads ever since November 12th. And if I go back to the 12th, because that was a Tuesday, I checked all the times. The latest he's ever uploaded was like 15, like 17:13. So like somewhere in the 5 o'clock hour before 5:30. Nothing today. Nothing today on a Tuesday. I mean, I'm sure everything's fine, but it's so odd because if he was gonna not upload a video, it would be on like there was nothing on Christmas. Okay, but Thursdays there used to be no uploads at all. Sometimes Sunday, never on a Tuesday. I don't know who forgot to schedule something at Camp Gray. So there better be something tomorrow. You're not, the man's not taking 2 days off. That's what was odd. Jen, I would have been remodeling my house. LOL. Yeah, I mean, like they're sure I could do something for the chat. I don't know what to do with myself at 7 p.m. when during the week. Um, because like I will get antsy and I would want to say be on like something with a lot of text, like watch me like just like doom scrolling through like Tumblr and reading and just like doing something chatty, wordsy, computery. Just because there was no outlet for those 2 hours. And you just got to let it build up. Then basically, we're just like Frank getting back to the show after so much time. And then we would have to catch up with each other, like, oh, what did you do? I did this, I ate that, I went here. But instead of that, we get to spend this time here. So when we go back to the show, it's like nothing happened. John Volt saying, go watch. It's capital A, small V, capital E. If you aren't subbed, he is Canadian Gold. BHF, yeah, YouTube is very addictive. Yeah, it's if I'm not watching YouTube, I'm watching Tubi. Or if I'm not watching that, I'm watching Netflix. But on the whole, if the TV's on, it's on YouTube. Oh, J5000, glad you made it. Yeah, just sort of like because I did grow up with TV, but I don't watch TV now, so just have something just on in the background making sound. That's how I get so much Gray Still Plays in. He's got those compilation videos, and I just let those play all day. Oh, nice. John Bolt says he's been doing fireside stories recently of old Canadian literature. I love it. That's nice. Aw. Patrick saying I could have gone out, but chose you lovely people to share New Year with. Oh, thank you. It's safer too. You're not on the road. If you spill beer, just don't spill it on your equipment. Just kind of dump it on yourself. Oh, J5000. I'm just gonna do the normal 2 hour thing tonight. I'll be live tomorrow as well, since Frank is off. And then Frank was a little bit under the weather today. So, worst case scenario, if he can't come back on Thursday, we'll just be here on Thursday. But I'm sure he'll be fine. He seems to get over illnesses quickly. He just needs to stop kissing people on the mouth. That's why he's sick all of the time. He just I don't know exactly at what point he feels comfortable with strangers, but that's what he does. He just the open mouth kiss. So that's why he's ill all the time. That's why. Sorry. Oh, Frank's not sorry. I am. I was got into what I was doing and I didn't check the battery. Sorry if that was loud in your ear. Yeah, that's why I do 2 hours because this thing lasts for about an hour, and then I got to put it on the battery for the second hour. It's just that my equipment can't handle it. Like, yeah, I can. Like, I did one show that was 3 hours, but on the whole, I should for the sake of my equipment and my voice, I need to stop at 2 hours. Even though Frank did like 2.5 hours with Jay Gulanello on Monday. If I had a computer, I could stream longer. Yeah, that's what it is. I gotta look for the Pickled Gamer on Twitch. Let's go to Twitch. Pickled Gamer. Uh, and quite frankly, is live on Twitch just this second. Pickled Gamer. I think I recognize that avatar. I think I just followed you, Pickled Gamer. And what's Frank? Frank's probably going live playing Call of Duty. New Year's Eve sinus infection stream. Oh no, he's gonna be all stuffed up, trying to, maybe he's gonna be like killing better. I don't know. It's just like because Frank did go live. Oh, when was that? Like Christmas Eve or no, it was. I had just done a show. Maybe it was Christmas, but again, I can't look at words and light for 2 hours and then watch him like shooting people and just I just couldn't. Main channel is YouTube. Right on. J5000 saying. Yeah, Frank gotta stop those open mouth kisses. It was what? It was like 2 years ago, like 2022 or 2023. He was out for like a lot of like say towards like Aries that time of year, like just before his birthday, like end of March. And he would like it was so bad. He like the show is 2 hours long, but Frank would show up to the studio for an hour and he just looked tired. It's like, guys, I'm gonna do about an hour tonight. Okay, what are the topics? And like he got through that hour okay, and that was it. Like that's all he had in him. You can whatever medicine he took was wearing off, but he showed up. So he gets sick, but he powers through. Oh, John Volt's saying, I told my wife we're getting a standby generator next year. AEP is a shitty power company. Yeah, definitely get you a power generator. Archie's Ghost. Much love, y'all. Thanks, Nikki. Happy New Year. Gotta go dragging the firewood before it gets too late. Yeah, Happy New Year, chatters. Yep. Gotta get that wood in there. Oh, J5000 said, forgot to mention that they are streaming 6 p.m. PST to midnight PST. So, 6, I, um, 9 Eastern time, 6 p.m. Yeah, that is because the other chat that I go to that I've missed the last 2 weeks, they're like streaming at 6 p.m. Well, when he started his show to start streaming, because it's just like a once a week thing, and he's reading a story to us. But he started it out on like a Saturday or a Sunday, and he was trying to work out the time, and I told him whatever I had to tell him to get him to start it at 9 p.m. That way I can go to Quite Frankly and then go to his show. So that's why he starts at a 6 p.m. Up Pacific California time. Oh no, the storm is back. Stay on, electricity. Come on, it's December 31st. Be cool. People have to watch videos of fireworks. And what do you guys do anything for New Year? I mean, like aside from staying in, do you have like a special drink or a special like dinner or like are you like sitting there making phone calls to like certain family members like wishing them a happy new year? Um are you getting like one last presents from Christmas that you forgot? Or is it just literally just like any other day and just stuff is closed tomorrow and it's just another day? John Volts, nobody makes a standby generator that runs on gasoline. I'm gonna convert mine, don't need it competing with my propane for the heat. Damn straight. Oh yeah, beach chat till next time. Take it easy. Oh, Tammy Volts, glad you made it. I should just chilling in the background listening. That's cool. Yeah, so definitely check out the poll is up for the 4 movies to vote on for us to watch for January. And it is in the description of the show, but I know how it is. Nobody's gonna, it might be like 2 clicks to get over there, plus you gotta scroll down. I know nobody's gonna do that. this is we're used to hyperlinks. If it's not a link, we just don't go. And we're not lazy, we're spoiled. That's just how it is. This is, oh, hold on. When you share a link, erase the question mark and everything behind it. But yeah, so this will be, well, the options are the Boondock Saints from 1999. Frank uses a clip from either that or Boondock Saints too. One of them. Labyrinth from 1986. You know Labyrinth. Right now, that's got 50% of the votes. Then there's also The Man Who Would Be King from 1975. That's got Sean Connery and I believe Michael Caine. Somebody recommended that before. It is still available, so it's in the mix. And also Wings from 1927 that has Clara Bow in it. Those last two I have never seen. The first two, it's been a minute. And I did put Ransom in there. I checked it like twice. And then after I made the poll, I'm like, hold on, this something feels wrong. Let me go back to Tubi and check again. Nope, Ransom's out because this is the last day you can watch it because it's going away in December. I thought it was going to stay because it didn't have that little thing up in the corner with like a countdown or whatever. No, it's going away, so that's why it's not in the mix. So like that kind of pisses me off too. But maybe they'll bring it back to Tubi. For now, it's just not there. Cannot find it on YouTube. So those are the four, and gonna give this until showtime on Saturday the 4th to vote on this. And then we'll have about 3 full weeks to watch it. I was figuring we can do the review on Saturday the 25th. That's the last Saturday of January. So we will have like a full 3 weeks to get whatever movie watched. And then just, keep it going for February and the rest of the months. So yeah, so you got like a super violent movie, and then like a fantasy film, and then two other ones that I haven't seen. Oh, John Foltz, we had Signet Pizza tonight. Best pizza in Ohio. Have you been to the town that I'm in? Check out Chet and Matt's Pizza. I mean, like, yeah, they were better before 2020, but they're still pretty good. Haven't had them in a while because while I only live 10 minutes away, sometimes their driver cannot find my house for an hour and 10 minutes. I don't need to have a pizza delivered to me that I have to heat back up. So I haven't had any food from them for a while. Plus, like, they were closed on my birthday one year, so it's like, fuck you guys. It was like a Wednesday or something random like that. Oh, Tammy Volts, Nikki, love your shirt. Thank you. This is a Grace Still Plays, Not Today, Satan. It does say Grace Still Plays. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. It's really, it's Gray Still Plays, but it's so thin and light. Ugh. I don't know if it shows up on camera. So I think I just got my chest in the camera for no reason. But it's I just got this for the 4th of July, New Year, Thanksgiving, Black Friday sale. And this is a small, so it's quite long. Like it like covers everything. I wouldn't really have to wear shorts with it. um And then I also got it hanging up. It's a boy's, like a child size large, but it fits me like an extra small. But it has long sleeves. That's why I got it. So that's at gracestillplays.com. The link is in the description. Not sponsored or affiliated with the channel. I just watch it most of the time. Dude is hilarious. Tammy Bolts, I've had enough of people for this week. We could not be happier staying in and having our drinks and Signet Pizza. Nice. I want pizza too. I'd like to chow down. Wait, it's not. It's not the weekend, is it? No, I'll save that for like a Saturday. J5000. We just opened champagne for me and Pickled Gamer. Just made a spicy margarita for himself. Tomorrow we go back to zero alcohol, zero sugar, all carnivore. Yeah, you got to have those, little days off from the diet. That's all right. And Gray has other stuff too. He's got like his the mugs and gaming mouse pads and other slogans. He just dropped his "I'm fine, seriously" merch. Oh, the lightning is awesome. Jen is saying that's cool. That's so scary to have lightning in January. We had a straight up thunder and lightning thunderstorm one year. It was something like October 14th, right after New Year's. That was creepy as hell. Not this last October, but possibly the one before. Because my last cat was still alive. Oh, Patrick got family in Akron. That is so cool. John Volts, I'm low key hoping Trump is the most amazing president we've had in a while, but I'm also scared. Oh, Tammy, I couldn't tell, but that's our favorite phrase at work. LOL. Yeah, not today, Satan. Oh, Michael said, Happy New Year's to all you goons. John Volta, Kyle Hill got me seriously questioning the nature of reality. Yeah, well, we make our own reality. Whatever reality is for you can be totally different than what it is for the next guy. Like reality for Frank is not the reality for me. You take a guy like Frank, he's got like his family and his friends and everybody he knows physically in his life. And then you got somebody like me who all of my family and friends and everybody physically in my life is on YouTube. So reality for him is one thing. It's got nothing to do with me. Reality for me, it's just has to deal with me. Got nothing to do with Frank or anybody else. And then the next guy, their reality might be something different. What they want everybody to have the same thinking and the same, air quotes reality by using like advertising, social media, NPCs to try to get everybody to think the same because they want people to think there is only one reality. They're wrong because even their reality is not my reality. Nobody thinks for me. So whatever they would uh, like you to think, just do the opposite. And then they try to scare you and into thinking there's this whole big world power control and stuff. And like, yes, there are a lot of creepers in power, but there's more of us than there are of them. And you can never forget that. I don't care how many advertisements you see. I don't care whatever you see on Twitter or wherever you've taken your news at from libs acting like they run things. No, all of that is fake. All of that is more fantasy than YouTube is. You don't get much more fake than advertising. That's J5000 talking about they've had zero rain so far in SoCal. Like zero rain since last March. That can't be natural. Oh. I heard California uses all of their water to grow almonds. So that's why there isn't water for other people. I don't like almonds anyway. Tammy saying, preach. My whole family is 4 hours north in Michigan, so we definitely don't have the same reality than everyone we know around here. Yeah. Or you got somebody who lives like, say, like out in the woods, that they're not in, say, town and dealing with traffic and stuff like that. So their reality is going to be a whole, treesy, outdoorsy, calm reality versus city folk reality. John Volt saying, I hope Elon Musk does some reflection and stops with his bad take and stop censoring people. He didn't do anything to improve Twitter, so I don't see how that's going to happen. And he's a robot. Why would he improve anything? He can't even get skin that makes him look human. The robots look more human in Bicentennial Man from 1999 than he does. So he needs to go back and watch that film. Nobody saw Bicentennial Man except me. I wish I could watch it again. Frank needs to see that movie. Oh, and they fixed Tubi. Oh my God, this happened maybe like within the last week or so. But you go to Tubi, and it still takes a minute for it to open up because everything has to have its little fucking animation before it opens up the app. But what you won't see down at the bottom where it says scenes, you see how it's not pulsing down there? You see how like there's no, it's not pulsing, it's just stationary? They stopped that. Thank you. Stop putting that back there, or I'm going to go off. They do not have Looney Tunes back in action. Oh my God. That was allegedly the last film Jerry Goldsmith scored, but I don't know if he like wrote the score and they didn't use it, or if it is actually in this film. It came out in 2003, and then he passed away the next year. This has Brendan Fraser in it. I've never seen it. Okay, I need to stop playing around with this thing. But yeah, so they fixed Tubi. Oh my God. It's still purple. John Bolt, yeah, the free speech czar is showing his true colors. It's nothing but ads, it's nothing but porn, it's nothing but bots. None of that's gone away. The app crashes more than a Boeing. It's just at Twitter, at least for me, because I'm not the one out, like having arguments with people or conversations with people, like DMs maybe, but not publicly. It's more for just like putting up the tweets I put out, and like following Frank, following Grace Still Plays, just for updates to keep up with the channels and have fun. Oh, and then I did add, I've got this in the description since YouTube got a little bit funny about my December 26th episode. John Volts, if it's Boeing, I'm not going. Exactly. So I do have it opened up now. I do have a super chat now. It is either Venmo, which I'm Nikki M. Carlin, or I just got this started today, the Buy Me a Coffee. I'm Nikki M. Carlin on there. As far as I know with Buy Me a Coffee, I know this is true with Venmo. 100% of your donation goes directly to me. You're not paying another entity. It's not like Super Chat where they would get 30%. Whatever you donate goes directly to the creator, and I will read your comment live on the show. So it's kind of like with Frank's. You can do a Super Chat anytime and he reads them on the show. That's what I would do. So if I get a Super Chat at 3 in the morning, I'll wait and read it on my next live show. So what you get to pay to hear me say your words, which I mean, like I already like read stuff in the chat room, but at least that way I can, unless it's too like offensive, like terms of service, whatever. Wise, I can say it. And of course, your personal information safe. I'm not like, oh my God, look at this donation, and then like turn my phone around and show everybody your first and last name. I would never do that. If anything, I can like lie about what your last name is. But Patrick, links are in the first two links in the description are how you can super chat. I have to look into PayPal though because I swore I had a PayPal account, and it's like, okay, find it with my email address, and then it couldn't. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just leave you alone. I'm having a good day. I'll fight with you tomorrow. I haven't touched the thing in so long. I don't know if it deleted my information. What's up with it? But I'll look into that as well because some of you folks said that you only use PayPal. Oh, J5000 talking about we live in a super old community with one water meter, so our water is in with our HOA dues. Ugh. John Foltz, I'm a Lockheed fan. Oh, Scott Aaron, glad you made it. Happy New Year's ish. Partying with coffee lace with salted chocolate electrolytes. Oh, that sounds good. J5000 talking about the almond gang has too much power in Cali for sure. Yeah, fuck almonds. Almond milk is gross. It tastes like almonds. Can't do it. John Volts, I slept on the floor of many P3 Orions. Oh, J5000 talking about I love sci-fi books and movies. Yeah, sci-fi is good. Because when you if you like sci-fi, you have to have a good imagination because special effects did not come into their own until about 10 years ago, and now they're falling apart again. So you have to use your imagination when you watch that kind of stuff. Which again with Firefly, go back and watch that again, like turn of the century. So what you will see, like the sets, the costume designs, the acting, it's all on point. And then they'll show like these, like outer space shots because it's a spaceship, and like all that looks very cool, even for the time. Well, the problems happen when they try to incorporate both live action and CGI into a shot. It's passable at best. And I know they're doing their best. I'm not knocking the people who put that stuff together. It just the CGI they could get for a TV show at the time. I get it. It's not like the actors aren't doing a good job. It's not like they weren't trying with the CGI. They just cannot get married. So like that's the only like kind of cringe part about watching Firefly, but it doesn't happen a lot. I don't even think like it might happen like once an episode. I think they understood that that wasn't going to fly too far, so it's like let's keep these shots separate and do our best to not do them both at the same time. But sometimes it was unavoidable. You have to forgive them for that. But if you can look around that, there's plenty of other things to notice besides like one little issue with the CGI. It's not gonna take you out. You're not gonna like shut it off because it's bad or something. You get through it. It ends. They don't harp on it. Scott Aaron, yeah. How do they milk the almonds anyway? Did they have little? Can you milk me, Greg? That didn't come up in Meet the Parents, so I don't know. Oh, Patrick, awesome. Got it. We'll send when I got a few quid. Yeah, yeah. No rush. You're awesome. I don't spend it on hookers and blow. It goes to an honest place. It stays in America. Unlike the last film, or not the last film, I'm sorry, but the last place I worked at. Yeah, I had so many movies that you guys had suggested from the other 2 months for the options, and then there I was going through Tubi. It's like, great, they have this, but then they got that little dot, like just a little countdown, like 2D, 1D, meaning it's leaving in one day. Almond teats, yeah, Scott Aaron, yes, something about the going to the store and ask for the just specifically almond teats and get kicked out of that store. Like so many movies, like oh they have this, it's leaving, check it off. Oh they've got this, so many, like it just happened like almost a whole page of films. It's just like they have them for a day or two, and then they're just going away. So like so many good suggestions you folks have had, but it maybe they'll come back. Well, no, who knows. But one thing they do have on Tubi, I did not notice, but I've been thinking about this so much the last few years, is a show called The Critic. This was John Lovett's. I believe it came out like it was like a season or two in 1994. And he's just a movie critic, so he's making fun of popular films. I think, as much as I'm not for remakes and all these rehashes and all this stuff, something like The Critic would fly so far nowadays because John Lovitz is still with us and movies are shit. So he would have so much material to riff on, but that's not gonna. If it hasn't happened yet, they probably haven't thought of that. But that's really the only show you could remake and have it make sense, because any of these other shows they bring back after so many years. They have to, explain why everybody's older and has these lives because we can't think of anything original. So we're just beating the shit out of these old characters, trying to get whatever life we can get out of them, even though people who write fan fiction do a better job than Hollywood does. But the critic could work. I stand by that. I've stood by that so hard. I don't know if I've said it too many places. It's true. And Tubi is fixed. Yeah, Jay Gulanello. Well, yeah, he was on, quite frankly. I didn't realize he was going to be on the Monday show. But there we are with the J names. His name is not Jay. It's a letter J, and that J stands for absolutely anything. But for some reason, he got on about is it Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai? You're talking about the video. It's like, Jamiroquai Gulanello. Good one. But every so often, I will see that sort of like riffed on Tumblr. People like to play around with him, like the bit where he gets like super close to the camera and then like backs up. You'll see that played with a few times. And Jay did mention that he has a lava lamp at home still that works. We don't know its name. We don't know what size it is. We have it. We don't know what color it is, but we need to see that lava lamp. He needs to like take pictures or a selfie with it or video it when it's on something. But Jay Gulanello has a lava lamp! Exclamation point. We need to see it. And now Frank has the background. I hope he's done moving stuff around behind him because it's been long enough. The suspense is killing me. I think it's done because it's all filmed in. The new thing he's done now is that white yeet sign. Instead of it being right by his head, it's kind of like off to like the side just a little bit. So when he leans to the side, it says Titanic, but you can't see all of Titanic. You just see tit. So that's hilarious. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's funny. And then he's got another article. It says something like "Lucky to be alive." I don't know what that's from. It is, it's it's framed and it's white, but it doesn't like reflect any light. It doesn't reflect any light, so it's not making the shot brighter. And then there's like some stuff up above that you really can't see because the shot just kind of cuts it off there. But that's fine because my fear was that he was going to take that QFTV light up sign from Studio B and stick it right behind him. So it would be where the wall was like glaring with that bright moon. But that didn't happen. So I was fretting about that yesterday, but it was okay. And then all we really did was talk about like food. We were talking about butter for like 5 or 10 minutes. We just suddenly got on food and did not get off of the subject, which is fine. But I don't know, just like somebody new turning in might have not like what is this, like quite butterly? What are we talking about here? Oh, Rover, glad you made it. Oh, John Volts, I love the smell of diesel fuel exhaust from my Navy days. Rover saying, I always thought it smelled more like kerosene, but then again, it was JP4 back then. Oh, what is this? John Volts said JP8. I don't know the military acronyms. Like John Volt says, reminds me of the power carts we used and the APU. Well, AP was capitalized, so it just looks like the name Apu, it all caps. Like it's a Simpsons reference. But yeah, basically don't use seed oils, just use butter and lard and ghee and bacon fat and just no canola oil, no vegetable oil, no soy, no soy, nothing. And olive oil's okay. Oh, Rover, okay, yeah, different grades of jet fuel. Maybe one like smelled more gasoline and one smelled more kerosene like I don't know, let me taste this one. No, this isn't the right fuel. And then people were I guess you can still do it. You can go to the Quite Frankly forum and drop in your predictions for 2025. Even though Frank read some on the air, it's not like you won't be reading them again next year, so you can add those in. Oh, King 40, glad you made it. Oh, auxil auxiliary power unit. Okay, thank you. But yeah, somebody predicted that OnlyFans was going to become a clean place because we were talking about that. That's how it started up. It's it's kind of like membership videos where people pay a extra price to get extra content from a creator. It could be like, say, if you're an artist, it just shows like the behind the scenes stuff. But it quickly became pornography, and then that's what it's known. Like, I'm sure there are people like businesses that use it for legitimate reasons, but if you say OnlyFans, people are gonna think it's porn. Oh, Scott Aaron says I'm partial to coconut oil myself. I I know coconut oil is so good for so many things, but the smell of it gives me a headache, so I can never use it. Oh, one to go to. Glad you made it in. Oh, John. Airliners said John Volt saying airliners have it in the vertical stabilizer. Okay, and then here goes Frank. Frank is like the Lisa Simpson of real life because he's had to tell us about his dream, and Jimmy Carter was there. And who else do you know that dreams about presidents? I never have, but Frank's got this whole intricate dream, and I think he wasn't even the only president there. But it's there weren't any vampires. Nobody got milked out on the balcony. Uh, but yeah, so there's Frank sitting back, like it wasn't a fever dream. He just is dreaming about U.S. presidents because he's that kind of nerd. Patrick, damn, now I can't make my OnlyFans for the chicks. LMAO. Like, you still can. I would have to, like, I'm afraid to go over there and look around just for fun, but, like, I know that there are, like, legitimate businesses and say they're ending a video. Yeah, you don't forget to like and subscribe, support us here and there. Join our OnlyFans. Like, what? Can you advertise that here? But it's, like, because they're not selling porn. It's like for a legitimate thing. But we've been so ruined by pornography, we hear OnlyFans, and we're thinking about girls, selling their bodies. Like, I would start one as a joke, but I already know like the kind of comments I would get for that, so it's like I kind of don't want to like there was the thought to start one just to um get my name established on there. But on the other hand, it's like, well, if you say, yeah, I found OnlyFans, I can only imagine how the chat room would change here, getting a whole bunch of the type of people who only ask for nudes, folks from that country in here. Speaking of countries, shout out to people who watch these with Russian subtitles. That's like the most oddest facts information that I've gotten in my analytics. It will tell you, if people watch with subtitles, if they don't, and what language. So Russia, okay. I know Harpo Marx went there once, and I know not to invade in winter. Want to go to, yeah, it's space time with benefits, actually porn, or more like an erotic picture phone call. It might. I don't know if OnlyFans is, say, like just uploading videos, if it's doing live streams. Maybe it's both. Uh, I just don't know. I've never been over there, like not even as a joke. Scott Aaron, I dreamed of either RFK Jr. or JFK Jr. last night. Not sure which. He was covered in plastic. Oh, wow. Two wildly different folks. Okay, so like there's two, three people we know who dream about presidents. King 40, I was going to show my Pepsi can and corn muffin to the chicks. I mean, hey, if you get enough subscribers, or if you get enough people on your YouTube asking for it, then you can start one. John Foltz, we only had Pepsi in the house when I was a kid. Oh, and don't pay for free apps. I'm sure I've said that before, maybe not on a live show, but I saw, not just quite frankly, but just like around the internet, just people like people pay for Spotify, people pay for YouTube Premium, people pay for uh just don't do that. You get Spotify is free. It's junk, but it's free. YouTube is free. No matter what, you can't get away from ads. What if I was in this stream like speaking advertisements to you? YouTube would not cut that out. You'd still be stuck with it. Spotify is just playlists. And there was I was just thinking, speaking of the Boondock Saints, for like back like 10 years ago, there was rumors that there was going to be a Boondock Saints 3. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, because I kind of heard like talk about it a little bit more recently. Again, I don't know because they took a long time to do two, and in the meantime, is it Sean Patrick Flannery? Sort of didn't keep the weight off. So he looked older, and then like Norman Reedus kind of just basically looked the same, just a bit older. So that kind of was odd. So I don't know how they would do a third one, but if you have Norman Reedus in it, you can pretty much count me in. King 40 is talking about I was partial to Coca Cola until they went on that Be Less White campaign. Fuck them. That's exactly when I stopped with the Coca Cola products. And then what they did, well, like within a year of them saying that, they like released a like version of Coca Cola, like soda, and it was white. I thought that was hilarious. I didn't pick it up to see what flavor it was, if they were just making like white pop for a while. But yeah, that's why again, don't drink energy drinks, but if you're drinking Monster, drink Rockstar instead because Monster is made by Coke, Rockstar is made by PepsiCo. Yeah. Like be less white. I like white people. Can't say that. You'd like this King 40. It was I want to say it was Burger King UK about a year or so ago tweeted that like women belong in the kitchen, and then people are worried about fallout from that. Might have been longer ago than that. A one to go to talking about YouTube TV isn't free. It was a great deal for the unlimited DVR function before the price got hiked. Yeah, because there's an app for it. It'll tell me, because regular YouTube, it's a, like white, but then YouTube TV, it's black. I never clicked on it before. I'm glad I didn't realize it was you pay for it. Besides, it's TV, so what are they gonna that like the YouTube music? Is that what it was? Because I had it once for like a month for free. It was god awful because the music they play, like it's not going to look for like say this is after like Chromatica came out, so after 2020, it's not going to look for like the remixes of the song I want to listen to. It's just going to play like the crappy album versions, and then on top of that it sounds like it's coming out of a tin can. It's the worst audio. Like audio should not sound this bad in the 21st century. Shame on them for having that. YouTube music. I've got the music handled on YouTube. King 40, women love the kitchen. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's like they had to backtrack and talk about women should be like go to college to be like chefs and go to culinary school, and you know like they tried to like backpedal and like what we meant to say kind of a thing so hard, but it was like too late by then. Patrick, right? My YouTube is free. It's all of this is free. The only time it ever cost me anything was the Grace Still Plays membership. That's it. And that is over 3 years of videos. And he said, and like after I joined, or like one of the more recent videos, he was going on about the fact that he'd never missed an upload. So that's every single Thursday for at least 3 years back, you get access to immediately. And again, I don't work for the channel. I don't get a cut of anything he makes. I don't know how other people do memberships on their channels as far as the content that they show people who pay for it, because I've not been a member on any other channel. That's just why I'm telling you this. But it's not the same as you're getting like some extra stuff that you would expect from videos, and then you're just getting some bonus stuff you would not expect and behind the scenes type stuff. John Volts, I have YouTube Premium. I don't see ads. Yeah, exactly. John Volt's going on to say, except everyone doing ad reads for their sponsors now. Yeah. Like this is brought to you, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You know, it's brought to you by Manscaped. What's the other one? But of those, Patrick, I use AdBlock Plus. Nice. I've gotten so used to backing out of ads and going back in and backing out of ads and going back in that I think that's what messed up my thumbnail a few years ago. I got it straightened out. I'm right-handed, but it can't do everything. So I think my left hand, instead of just getting to be like the skinny bitch because it doesn't do as much work, it should have to do things. So like I try to like make, think to like, grab the remote with my left hand, make that hand do some work, learn something. Because when I wore a watch, I could my right hand could not figure out the clasp to save my life. It didn't matter if it was a strap, like the weird clasp thing where it just like my right hand could not do it, but my left hand could. So I'd wear my watch on my right hand. I'd look like I was a lefty. But I haven't worn a watch since 2011 because 3 of them broke in 1 year. I'm like, no. I think that's a sign that I don't need to know what time it is because I can feel time moving. Oh, sorry. And that's the one thing with Tubi. Yeah, it does have ads, but your remote has a mute button. And it does the thing where, say you're watching a 2 or 3 hour movie. Like, yeah, the first ad's going to be a little bit longer. Maybe the second one is. But if you're not like backing out of the app and like doing other stuff, if you like stay in the movie and just let the stuff play, like as the ads come up, they'll be shorter. So instead of showing you like 2 or 3 ads, you might just get one and it's like 30 seconds, maybe less. So like just let them play. Don't pay attention to them, mute button, and then go on with the movie. John Volt's lefties are geniuses. Yeah, left-handed people are in their right mind. Are the only people in their right mind. I tried writing with my left hand once, but it was I had to make certain letters different. Like I'm certainly not ambidextrous as far as like handwriting goes. It looks like somebody who's like maybe as a child writing. Like, well, what if my right hand gets tired? I've got carpal tunnel. So what if I need to like make notes? Can I even like no? It just like not making fun, but it's like I had a stroke or something. It does not look like it's not acceptable. Oh, nice, Patrick saying. Sometimes I try to block you, but then I just use Brave browser, no ads. Yeah, Brave is awesome. I want to go to. I got ambidextrous trackball to give my right hand a break. Yeah, I wanted to do that when I cause I had to use a mouse in my last job. Like, can I just like switch this to the other hand and like click with this hand so I can like. I want to be clicking with my left hand so I can be on my phone at work on my right hand. But YouTube. Everybody else is uploading. Like Steve 1989 MRE and info uploaded today, and like I think like Frank dropped a short like right at 4 p.m. So I grabbed my phone because I thought that was gray, and it wasn't. Who didn't? Is everybody out partying in Florida on this night that nobody could schedule a video? That just blows my mind for the day of the week. Oh, I bitch left Satan. Glad you made it. Talking about nice to catch you. Was having cocktails with the neighbors. Cool peeps. Nice. Yeah, I got your message at the start of the show. Sweet. Patrick, I'm a lefty. God's chosen us. Nice. Both my parents are lefties. And my best friend growing up was left-handed. And he wrote in like this very swirly. Think of Madonna's Erotica album, the way that font looks. It was just a little bit extra curly, swirly. I think that influenced his handwriting. So it was just a little bit like special. And plus, he was gay. So, of course, it's going to look fancy. John Volts, I'm a lefty. I'm air quotes different. Drink. It's okay to be left-handed. I noticed that with people, if they're like gesturing more with their left hand than their right. Like at least I notice. When I went to take my CCW class, it got so far into it, and then the guys asking like the us if we could tell if he was like right-handed or left-handed. And I was thinking, I'm like, this guy gestures a lot with his left hand for a right-handed person, and he was a lefty. I bet Slap Satan loved that album. Yes, Rain and In This Life, Erotica, Fever, Words. But that's what I don't know if I'm doing this. I try to pay attention to this in my videos here in the last few weeks or so because I noticed that I will be gesturing a lot more with my left hand when I know I should be using my right hand because for you guys, this is the left hand of the screen. But then I watch those membership videos of Gray, and when he is talking, his left arm is moving. It is never still. His right arm is still. It's just hanging there to like balance him out. It's just there for show. Like sometimes his right hand comes up, whole rest of the time nothing but left hand, which is fine. You're allowed to, but the thing is, I will pick that up when I see too much of it. So I'm sort of noticing in my videos, I'm just gesturing a little bit extra with my left arm. I don't know if it's that noticeable. Pardon me a second. Oh. Nose is just a bit drippy. Okay, everything's fine. It'll be okay. Yeah, John Volt, yeah, don't confuse me with the left political losers. Yeah, yeah. Totally different left. Patrick, funny, couldn't we use scissors with my right hand? Huh. Are they right-handed scissors, or are they like the ambidextrous kind? I bet Shep Satan grew up with Madonna and loved her. She went south quick. OMG. I didn't realize she was still touring. I could, cause I, it kind of, cause she had come out with, I think it was called Finally Enough Love, and it was because she's done this before. She had an album called Celebration, and that had the song Revolver on it. But it was just a collection of like her popular songs, and a lot of them were radio edits. I do not deal with the radio edit. Album version, remixes, yes. Radio edit, no. But this one that she came out with, it was more it wasn't just like popular songs. For example, it was a shorter version. It was like a radio edit version of it's an extended remix of Frozen that I absolutely love. I've loved it since 1998, and she used that version of it. And so that kind of blew my mind. But as far as I know, there was not, say, because a lot of bands do this. They have like a greatest hits or whatever, and then they have like one new song to help advertise it. I don't think she did that with this. If she did, I missed the song. I'm sorry. Um I don't know if I follow her on, like, I follow her on YouTube, but like I don't follow, like, say, her Twitter or Instagram. I don't follow any a singer's social media accounts like that. It's not her. It's just all of them. I just don't. So like, I guess that's what she's advertising, or doing the concert of. Like that's what I've seen like clips of. I guess that's where that comes from. Like she could retire. She's got enough money. She doesn't have to. She can stop. I don't know. Who knows? She just keeps just keeps going. I don't think she knows how to stop. She's one of those people who's like addicted to exercise. Like that's her drug. So that's why she's always like jogging and like doing healthy stuff and just kind of like going overboard with it. That's just her thing. And just I'm just not that healthy. Uh I would have retired a long time ago, but that's just me. Patrick, any scissors? It's awkward holding them sometimes, huh? That just hands are just weird like that. You would think one hand knows how to do everything, and it's Scott Aaron. I was tested in quotes as a kid, and I remember the doctor telling my parents he's a lefty. It freaked me out because I thought it meant I was a gangster. There was always one named Lefty in the cartoons. Oh no, that's right. You're destined for a life of crime. John Volts, we have a YT channel. We are confused with Obsidian South Fields. It's awesome. I bitch that Satan says I was a licensed barber and cosmetologist. Can't cut with scissors lefty, but can do a lot with left. That is so odd. Yeah, have a good game pickled gamer. I got your channel. I found you over on the Twitch. I gotta see if you're or are you on Twitch or on YouTube? I can probably pop over there and oh, I'm not listening to an ad. Get that off of my nope, nope. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Not listening to that. Nope. We do not do ads in this house. So I don't listen to the radio. I'm not gonna let you. I don't clear up my hearing just to hear an ad. So no, you're not gonna assault my eardrums with your ad. Fuck what you're selling. Fuck the company. Fuck the actors in it. Fuck the guy who lit it. Fuck the guy who directed it. Don't care. In the chat room. Yeah, Pickled Gamer is going to be gaming tonight. Frank is on Twitch gaming. Oh, King 40. The retarded comment was just a joke, people. Yeah, yeah, just we all know each other here. We're cool. It's all good. Anthony Vincent's left-handed. There you go. And Frank's daughter. They say cats are left-handed. Watch them. They do tend to like reach for things a little bit more with their left hand. King 40, no one is more retarded than me. And I also asked the vet this once way when I was a kid, like what blood type my cat had. And he was saying like basically like all cats have type A blood. I don't recall if he said, positive or negative, but he said did say type A. So like, oh, it's there's haven't been able to like check that with facts online. I was just told that as a kid, but that's what I'm running with. Like I know I've gone out on New Year's Eve before, but like like have a few drinks and then go home. Not like like out until sun up type of a thing. Nice, John Bolts. I've got over 500 hours in Fallout 76. I did the math, 20 days without sleep. Nice. Scott Aaron doesn't surprise me that Ant is a lefty. Yep, he's left-handed. That's why I say when I've watched literal days worth of people just shitting on Game of Thrones. I mean, no shit. Like years went by between that show ending and me buying it a couple years ago. Like Mahler, just some guy, all of them, and like they'll have like long videos about it, and it's a series of videos. You watch all of those. You're putting some time in that and well, mostly Game of Thrones, just people talking bad about that since it ended. So like between all those channels and just like watching them repeatedly, I know people hate the end of Game of Thrones. And then what got me into Star Wars, because I was not a fan when I first started coming around, like Frank and all of them. But like the pure hatred people had for the Last Jedi got me into Star Wars. After watching like a year of those, I think I got to see the Force Awakens and Adam Driver. That's it. If he was not in it, I probably would not have cared. But Adam Driver, yes, he is phenomenal in absolutely everything. No bullshit. Like, name something he's bad in. You can't. I haven't seen everything he's done. He was even good on, and I'm sorry I saw this. This was on YouTube. It has since been taken down. He was on a show called Girls, and that show was main star possibly created by Lena Dunham, known pedophile, because in her autobiography she wrote about her sexual thoughts towards her younger sister. Enough said. He's even great on that. I mean, I guess you got to do whatever you got to do to get famous. Phenomenal in that. Can't prove it because it's not on YouTube anymore. It's gross because that woman she was just no to look at, just no. And she doesn't stay covered up. But he's great in that. And that's why I got into Star Wars. And I made the mistake of thinking I would have to watch The Last Jedi to understand the rise of Skywalker. No, skip that middle one. Skip it. I think it's cursed because I watched that movie and a year and a day later my cat died. So I think it's cursed. Don't watch it. And then the rise of Skywalker. At one point, it lines up almost exactly with a maybe a fanfic, a fan made story. So like I was completely taken out of the movie and had to put myself back into it. But it's not The Last Jedi, so it's not the worst. Lena Dunham is the worst, J5000. Yep, she knows, she knows. And talking about her is bad enough. Don't even look her up because then you'll see pictures of her, and that's even worse. John Foltz, I hate how everything needs a gay storyline. Yeah, like remember like when like say like a straight guy and a straight girl hooked up? What about that? Oh, Patrick, that's right. Only watched the first three Star Wars films, but they have made that many, so don't know which one is which now. Yeah, the first three are solid. The original trilogy, Empire is my favorite. Uh, I mean they're solid Star Wars films for what that's worth. Of course, Star Wars is always going to have like cheesy stuff and cutesy things and bad acting and it's sci-fi, so you got to use your imagination with some of this stuff. But at least for the first three, they got solid acting, and then the prequel trilogy is not good because the sequel trilogy is bad. I remember 1999. I remember the Phantom Menace being out and all that bullshit going on at that time, and all these names of characters nobody could fucking pronounce. But I had to because we had that merchandise at Taco Bell at the time. Oh, what characters do you have? It's like these aren't even fucking words. I can't tell you. Oh, I'm still pissed off about that. And then I finally got to watch those films, like the actual, like the Phantom Menace. There's no reason to sit through that, and it's not good. Like the other two, like check them out, but the first one, I guess it has that fight scene. Yeah, that's really because like how you don't even want to know how many minutes they're standing in the desert, messing around with those floating things before they go race them around in the circle. And that's literally like 10 or 20 minutes out of the movie that could have been cut, straight up cut it, and just tell us that the kid races those things, and I would have believed you. However, don't make fun of the actor who played Jar Jar Binks. That guy went through it. Scott Aaron, yeah, original trilogy is all you need, minus the Ewoks, plus the holiday special. Yeah, that's what I gotta watch. I swear I found it on YouTube. I haven't seen it yet, I don't think. I saw a review of it, but they do have it on YouTube, and like people are just coked out of their minds, and it's at the time there was only the original Star Wars. It wasn't called A New Hope, it was just Star Wars and the holiday special. There was nothing else in the world that was Star Wars. That's all they had at the time. Yeah, the first was 1977, Patrick. John Bolt saying, anyone remember the show? You're the worst. I really don't. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you can watch the prequel trilogy for the memes, since they do mostly the second and third one they meme the most out of. Yeah. Scott Aaron starts with 20 minutes of unsubtitled Wookiee banter. Yeah, yeah, they have the Wookiees talking and there's no subtitles. You just go with it. King 40, I just looked up, or holy shit, I just looked up Lena Dunham. I give Rods a lot of leeway, but she's a hard no. Yeah, that chick will like turn you gay and then turn you straight again, or turn you straight or turn you gay. It just no. Whatever sex that is, I'm not having sex with it. If it's a guy, no. If it's a girl, no. It's not attractive as either sex. Oh, that. Tammy, love, you're the worst. The show is amazing. Is that from like a while ago? Is that American? How long did it run? I think I've heard of it before, but I cannot place it. Pardon me. Sorry, just reading the chat room. So yeah, Frank is off tomorrow, January 1st, so I'm planning on going live. So I'll be here with you guys. Oh, Tammy says it's an American show on FX maybe 10 or so years ago. Okay. Oh, John Bolt says, you're the worst and Big Mouth are awesome. Patrick, you still love Star Trek. That's what I need to check out a bit more. I've seen maybe a couple of the movies. Like, I know I saw one, possibly First Contact. That's only because Jerry Goldsmith did the score. I don't know. It had Patrick Stewart in it. Um, oh, Jenna, that's all right. I had a phone call. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night too, Jenna. Have a great night. Everybody smash the like button before you go. It's about 5 minutes till 9. I know some folks might be going out. If you do, drive safe, or just be the designated driver for the other folks. I know that doesn't sound fun, but it's more fun to see all of your friends alive the next day than having to visit them in a hospital. So that's where the fun comes in after the fact. Don't fire any fireworks at your face or other people, or firearms too. If you have to shoot at the new year, shoot up. Oh, Patrick, Doctor Who from the 60s. I do want to get into some Doctor Who. I like the one episode I saw most of. Because at one point there's a big group of people just arguing, and dude he just yells. He's like, fingers on lips. I'm like, that's an odd thing to say, but everybody goes like that. I'm like, oh, I get it. John Bolts, I'm destined for bed after the stream. Love you all. Yeah, I gotta click around YouTube or Twitch here, see if some folks are streaming. I know I'm not gonna fall asleep immediately. Nice, Tammy's talking about actually loving listening to the traffic on the highway in front of our house, knowing we don't have to be out in it tonight. I know that's right. Like, oh, you hear all those like sirens and horns honking? Yeah, it wouldn't be me. That's good. That's crazy. Jenna said the storm is still going strong here in Northeast Pennsylvania. King 40, I'm a big Faulty Towers fan. Like, I know I must have saw that when I was like younger. I know it's a John Cleese thing. I couldn't tell you one other thing about it though. It's just been that long. It's like they showed us more British comedy on Comedy Central in the 90s and that just sort of went away. Like that's how I saw Absolutely Fabulous. Love Ab Fab. Oh my god, love Ab Fab. Oh, Patrick, UFO from the 70s was good. I bitch up Satan. We're getting a storm tomorrow. Yeah, all of our weather here this morning went to Jenna, and then she's gonna send it to I bitch slap Satan. I want to go to I know nothing. I bitch slap Satan. Been piling wood all day. Nice. Gotta make sure that wood situation's in order. If there's any movies leaving Tubi today, you've got a 9, a 10, 11, 12, about 3 hours to watch them. So check that out. And check out the poll to vote on the film that we should watch for January. That will be finalized during the Saturday Nikki M at 7 p.m. So you've got most of the week to vote on it. John Volt's comedy is the only thing Britain has got going for it these days. Let me buy a Faguar instead of a Jaguar. Like, you can't beat some Monty Python. Oh, Tammy Volt's a Peep Show, best British comedy. Like, I've seen a little bit of The Office, like the American version. I'd like to see like the UK version of The Office. And always remember to support all of your favorite content creators. Make sure you are subscribed with all notifications on, and like all the videos. Comment after the videos end, and share if you think your followers would dig it. I bet Shep Satan, I only fall asleep to comedy these days. Oh man, I guess we're not funny enough. Patrick, yep, our comedy is A1. We love taking the piss out of everyone, especially ourselves. Yep, that's what I like about the English. John Volt's Peep Show is funny as fuck. Are we the baddies? Is that where that comes from? I know that from memes. Jenna, I wish manufacturers made generic brand cars. I'd buy a Honda, like Honder, instead of Honda. I heard that on X and thought it was funny. Yeah, like what are like the joke car types? Oh, John Rogers, have a good night. I definitely want to check out Tubi. It's a free app. You can watch it on your phone, your smart TV, and everything in between. Don't have to download anything extra to watch anything on it, unlike some other sites. I'm glad you guys had a couple of hours to spend with me here on December 31st. I hope it's a safe and happy rest of the holiday for you. And I'm gonna say, make sure to turn your clocks ahead for the new year. That would be a good way to mess with people if somebody didn't know about daylight savings time. Like, yeah, it happens at midnight on December 31st. Damn straight, Tammy. Ab Fab is awesome too. Love that show. Oh my god, have not seen it in forever. It's so hard to get buy British comedy on DVD without paying like full price, but that would be one too. Like the old school one. Like I don't know about the newer ones if I saw those, but like definitely the old school ones. Patrick, great night, Nikki, and lovely people in the chat. Yeah, thanks everybody for showing up and for I guess you can leave your pants on the floor if you're gonna be back tomorrow. King 40 says Nixter always does a good job. She's good people. Well, thank you. I just love seeing you guys. I'd miss you too much if I wasn't live. I'd feel like a dick for canceling the show after I just set one up this morning, so I can't do that. Tammy Bolt saying, thanks, Nikki, and Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, have a Happy New Year. I hope your 2025 is better than your 2024. And I have been saying all year, if it doesn't happen in year 25, it's not going to happen at all. So this is the year for things to happen. So yeah, smash the like before you go. And keep your drinks topped off. Check out some internet later on. And I know they say you're not supposed to be like drunk and like messaging people, like actually like typing and using the internet. But I guess this is one night where you can be like drunk online and talking to people. Oh, Michelle, glad you made it. Happy New Year. Everybody, stay warm. Have a good meal. If you're gonna drink, make sure you're not drinking on an empty stomach. Patrick, yeah, just gone 2 a.m. here. He's way in the future. So enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow evening. And if you miss the show tomorrow, just assume you're hungover. Well, we'll just like draw penises on your face and just, like do like the shaving cream so you smack yourself. We'll mess with you while you're sleeping like your friends are supposed to do. Take your shoes off and like put them on your hands and like put gloves on your feet. Get you all messed up when you stand up and reach for your phone. All of the stuff your good friends would do to you. Yes, we had to put your keys in Jello. You know the rules. We told you to stop, but you kept drinking. So you have a great night. I love seeing you guys. I love that you guys want to see me. And hopefully Frank feels better so he can come back to do his thing after the first. Patrick, have a great New Year, America. You have a great New Year over in the UK, England, over in Australia, and Europe too. We don't have any other Europeans in here, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for just being you, for being Franklies, for being around, for being inside where it's safe on a holiday. Until next time.